Hi West Coasters, what's up? It's Lee here from West Coast Martial Arts. A question for you guys. What's the best strike for self-defense? This is the question I'm going to be asking in the class tonight. I want to see what sort of answers they come back with, because there's a couple of catches for this question. And the first catch is really that there's so many different types of strikes. You've got strikes with your open hands, from palm strikes to closed fist strikes. You've got hinges like your knees, boom, your elbows. And then if you're a kicker, some people just love using those. You've got all different sorts of kicks as well. So there's lots of different variations between all these strikes. And there's loads and loads of variations in between all those. But loosely, that's a good overview. But which one is the best for self-defense? Is there such a thing? Is there the ultimate, the magical unicorn strike for self-defense? Well, there's a bit of a catch. And what the catch is first of all, one, it depends what your coach has been coaching you. So some coaches have got a preference. You know, when I was a karate champion in 1975 and I won that tournament, so with that Gyakuzuki, so some people favour this strike because that's what they've had success in. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you'll do under pressure. Think about it. The second factor is what's the flinch reaction. If something's fast coming towards your face, if that's your natural reaction, actually the first strike you're doing is a palm strike. That's without training, and even with lots and lots of training, it takes thousands and thousands of hours with stressful conditioning skills as well before you can override those natural reflexes. And then the last thing to think about is we're nice boys and girls, okay? So whether it's kids or adults, we're conditioned to be nice. You know, we're conditioned to behave. It's very hard for us in a self-defense situation to preemptively go first. We've got to have a little bit of training. There's got to be a really strong fear if you don't do something, something horrendous is going to happen, or a desire that if you do something amazing is going to happen. So with those factors in mind, you've got to work out which strikes it's going to be. So the thing that we always say in classes, there's a principle. The principle is maximum effectiveness, minimum effort. Which strike is going to be the most effective strike you can do with the least amount of effort? And all of a sudden, that narrows down the boxes of what are the best options going to be. Secondly, what's the distance? There's no point doing any strikes in a self-defense situation if you're here. You can run away. There's other opportunities. Maybe if they've got a weapon, you've got an opportunity to equalise, and there's enough time and enough distance, enough space to find something you could use as a shield, something that you could use to strike with as well. Whatever is possible, you've got an opportunity with that time and that distance, with that knowledge. That's where you get these opportunities as well. So coming back to this question, which is the best strike? Well, I guess it's the one that works. I know it's a bit of an easy answer to that, but really, you've got your flinch reaction. So what are you going to do under pressure? And then the principles as well: maximum effectiveness, minimum effort. So whatever allows for that, that's the strike that we'd suggest. As long as you're striking a vulnerable target, as long as you've got some power behind it, you should be okay. At least enough power to generate some good impact, to give you a chance to get away, or to disorient somebody, so that if you need to follow up, if you need to do more strikes to immobilize them, at least you've got the opportunity to do that as well. Now, something to think about: when you're generating power, theoretically you should be able to generate more power from a closed fist when you're striking. And the advantage of a closed fist as well, after you've done your first strike from here, you're able to then use it for multiple strikes if you want to go into hammer strikes, other sorts of moves as well. You don't get the same opportunity from palm strikes once we're doing like a back feint chop or something like that to the side as well. So there's pros and cons to some of the strikes you can do. Okay, so food for thought. My question, my answer, that's the way it goes. If you think differently, please comment below. It'd be great to hear your views. But for me, anything that follows those two guiding principles, striking a vulnerable target, right distance, it will lead you to whatever your version of success is. All right, guys,